The winter solstice, our shortest day, is on December 21st, but we've already had our earliest sunsets of the year. It's meteorologist Joe Martucci. Good to be with you here. And around December 7th, we had our earliest sunsets of the year in most of the northern hemisphere, including here in the United States. Now, this is due to the fact that the Earth goes around the sun in an ellipse, an elliptical shape here, rather than a circular orbit. And because the orbit's a little bit longer on the sides than a perfect circle, it actually moves a little bit faster, our Earth, around the sun during the winter. And that difference between our 24-hour clock and what a solar day actually is matters. In other words, the time that it takes for a sundial to go perfectly around is different than the time of a 24-hour clock, and that difference plays a role. So we take a look at some of our December sunset times across the country. You see in Glens Falls, New York, 4:18 p.m. was that sunset on December 7th, 4:19 on the 14th, and by the solstice, we're 3 minutes later than what happened on the 7th, and you see similar results across the area here in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. You go down into the south here, sunsets a little bit later. That's because we're a little bit closer to the equator, so more daylight during our days here. We'll take you into parts of the Midwest where you see, again, that about 3-minute difference between the 7th and the solstice, which will be on the 21st. Same story over in the southern plains here. Sunsets around the 5 p.m. hour. And in the Pacific Northwest and the Rocky Mountains, again, same story here. So you're seeing these differences by just a couple of minutes, not much, but a couple of minutes between the 7th to the 21st. Now, when it comes to the sunrises, the opposite is true. Our latest sunrises of the year occur right around January 7th to January 10th. And what's happening is, even though our shortest day of the year is on the winter solstice, the amount of time that our sunrises are getting later is more significant than the amount of time that our sunsets are getting later. And that's why we have these differences throughout the day.